No, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Chad,
What's up? What's up?
Starwin.
Yo. Hey Chad, did you get my message?
Uh, Let me see. Is this the real phone or? Let me see. No.
Oh, you didn't send it to them. It's like two different message boxes. It's like the stuff you send me
I
and
don't know.
no, you he kept on asking
Um,
who am I and I said the Dun Dada. And then it was a
well,
computer voice. It said,
I know. Did you hear that? Let me get everybody's connection right. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Hometown Heroes Podcast Radio, where if you don't work, you don't play. And
shit.
we're giving you real discussions and music. So I have my co-host here with me. Say your name.
Yup.
We
Chad
have
Butler.
Pooh and
We got.
Star one.
yes. That is okay. So, I'm pretty sure by the title everybody knows what the question and our first episode's topic is today. Of course, it wouldn't be right. What does it mean to be a hometown hero? It's just a introduction just to see everyone's perspective and outlook and what comes to your mind when you hear hometown hero. So I guess I'm gonna start with Chad.
Yup. So, what does it mean to be a hometown hero? I'm already answering, or are we
Yes.
just going off of? Okay, okay. So, I think.
So yeah, I'm just asking. I'm gonna start with you. So what do you think it means to be a hometown hero?
I think like in a lot of movies, like the hero puts himself on the line, making a sacrifice in order to make sure the team survives or make it. So, starting with the word hero, I think a hero is somebody that's daring. I guess different characteristics of a hero would be, fearless, ambitious, like a protector, things in that nature. So you take that and you just attach hometown to it. So somebody that's willing to put their life on the line for their city or for their hometown. Uh, and in a real life scale, I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna be, doing some superhero stunts, holding planes to protect the city. All these magical powers. I don't think they're gonna be doing that. I think it's gonna be like real life things, fundraisers, community work, uh, doing a lot to make sure your city has a way to make survive. Just a community based mindset. Uh, yeah, I think that's a hometown hero. Somebody that's willing to put it all on the line, make a sacrifice for the better good of their home or hometown.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Next. So we'll give it to you.
Can you repeat the question?
What does it mean to be a hometown hero to you?
Okay. Well, I grew up in the '90s, and you grew up a little. Whoa, what is that?
I don't know why that's playing. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I grew up in the '90s, the late '90s, and being a hometown hero is easier said than being done. Keeping your options open, looking out for those that's less fortunate, even looking out for ones that's over fortunate, and then making sure you're looking out for yourself at the end of the day. And a true hero, we've seen heroes come and go, but you got to have it in yourself. You can't teach nobody how to be a hero. It's just something. It's like a reaction. It's like a snap of a finger. You know, but it's a day by day thing. It's something that, like I said, nothing again, nobody can teach you. You have to have it in you, and then you grow on it, and then you can branch off and teach the next one, reach one, teach one, and yeah, hometown hero, baby, hometown.
I think we good now.
Yeah, a hometown hero, baby.
Hometown hero.
Easier said than been done, man. Because the way I grew up and the way the next person grew up, I mean, you can exchange resources, and you can go to their hometown and embrace them. Hopefully, they can do the same for you, which can be asking for too much. But like I said earlier, reach one, teach one, and always have your options open. And I learned from a lot of businessmen and all type of different type of categories. But the one that I chose is like being a hero, man. Just being there. That's the hardest part, just showing up. And if anybody tell you something different, boy, I don't know what to tell you. 'Cause that's the hardest part, just showing up and being there. And that's what a hero being. And that's what a hometown hero means to me. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, like even the man driving down the street collecting them cans.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you gotta speak a little loud unless my phone low or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about, some of those guys that are heroes that don't get acknowledged. They carry the cans on those trailers.
Right. But I mean, what's a hero in my eyes is what I kind of grew myself to at the, I wouldn't say the last minute. That's not the right word to say, last minute. But I mean, during my journey, I kind of floated away from heroes because then I kind of got back to it because I noticed their purpose, what they was trying to accomplish, and a lot of folks didn't make it, you know. And for those that's out there that's still trying to finish and accomplish people goals and dreams and stuff, I salute them, you know, and I'm all for it, man.
You.
Hometown, you there?
Hometown.
Hello?
There you go.
Right.
I couldn't hear you. I don't know what happened to me.
Welcome back.
I think I I think I came in the end of it. I'm like, what? Well, as long as it's down, it don't matter. It's recorded, so well, thank y'all for sharing those answers.
Right on.
Yep.
So we've got our topic and we can just whatever y'all want to do for the rest of this episode.
Well, sometimes they
You have any questions for me? You have any questions for Starwin?
um no, that was the only question. I don't want to make this about a lot of questions, so I just limit it to that one.
All
Just the
right.
introduction, just the introduction, That doesn't mean to be a hometown hero. Um, I personally feel like a hometown hero can be in their hometown and they can be away from their hometown, but they're still helping, you know, their community where they come from. They still come back, they still visit, or they're just helping out. Like whether you're a celebrity or you're not, a basketball player, you made it in the military, you teacher, you know, nurse, doctor, you made it out and you're giving back to the community or you took something from your hometown and you know and you take it with you no matter if you live there or you don't.
Right. Well, can I tell you a story?
Go ahead.
I remember one time I had to do community service, and don't ask me what I had to do, but I did community service, and I remember I had to. One of my duties was giving food in the pantry. I worked in the pantry,
Okay.
organizing the food and all that stuff, and I did this for about 6 months, and At first, I didn't want to do it. I was like, man, I gotta do all this. But I started noticing the folks that was coming in and that was getting coming to the pantry, and I started noticing. I'm like, wow, I have all this stuff behind me, and I get to give back to them. They don't have to go without, and they can give that to somebody else. And I started seeing a bigger picture of what I was doing. It was not just me just handing something to somebody. It was keeping them hoping they can see the next day or see the next week or see the next month. And I said, first I was thinking little. I was like, this stuff gonna be gone by the day. But I got to thinking about the resources that was coming in, the resources that was going out. And I said, wow. So it made me want to go to my community service. Then I wanted to be there. I wanted to see the faces. I wanted to see the reaction. I wanted to see the end of the day. I wanted to see all that. I was like, wow. And then I started seeing these folks when I'm walking down the street. They're like, hey, ain't you that dude that work at the center? I'm like, yeah, that's me. Like, man, appreciate it, bro. I was like, wow, it's this bigger than what I thought it was, man.
Right.
Yeah, I just had to pinpoint that for you, hometown.
Yeah. Yeah. That could be something too, voluntary work, volunteering. Um, I know I did like volunteering like for domestic violence shelter, battered women, things like that, whatever you can do.
That's definitely a subject
I
we can
guess.
touch on.
Well, volunteer work.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm talking about for the domestic women. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. You didn't cut me off. But yeah, for the um battered women shelter, it's it was very real. Like, I think that those the nonprofit organizations that open those shelters to them, that's the hometown heroes, the social workers and counselors that work there. That's what I view as a hometown hero too, if it's the criteria on what it means to be a hometown hero. Firefighters,
Most definitely. Yeah,
you
that that
know,
that that can work anywhere, all around crevice of the earth, every neighborhood, every city, not just in America. This is worldwide.
right. And you made it out and serve your country, do what you have to do for your family.
Yeah, most definitely. That's a oh man, that's one subject that I want to touch on. It can go deep and deep, 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 and
Yep, that's why
boy,
we're here.
yeah, and hopefully the listeners out there reach one, teach one. You know,
Right,
that you can teach that one person, that next person gonna tell the next person, that next person gonna tell the next person, and it's gonna hit that one person that really, really needs to hear out. You know, and boy, it's gonna make their world. It's gonna make their day. Cause that's what we do on a daily basis, man. We try to hear something that's gonna make our day. You know, and that's what we're here
right.
for, man. This is our pleasure. This ain't no. We can do this stuff with our eyes closed, man. That's. I love it.
Exactly.
Chad,
How did Chad get a badge?
What
what happened to
happened?
three, man? What
How
three
did
at?
I don't know.
I
Well,
Lose
got a
some,
I
promotion.
win
know
some.
three boy, he'd
Huh?
have had some.
I got a
Three would have had
promotion.
some words.
I'm a moderator now.
How did you make yourself? Did I do that? I was
Yeah,
about to
when you
do
fell
that.
off.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, I
Now
like
I
that.
ask. Now I ask y'all the questions. Nah, I'm joking.
Yeah. You can like I can leave quietly. I'm like, okay, that seems better than just ending it all. Like and I was gonna press it. I was like, I think I should press him and make him the moderator real quick before I go. And you did it. How did you do it yourself?
I'm not sure how I did it. But since we talk about heroes, we got to talk about the villains too. What about the
Oh, okay.
villains?
We could
The
get on
people that,
that. We could get on that.
yeah, the ones that destroy their communities.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk
Mhm.
about this.
Let's get
Yeah,
on.
so
Let's talk about that.
let's talk about the villain in this
Yeah, let's
story.
talk about the villains and they how they treat the heroes like the villains and the villains like the heroes.
Hmm. It's a new world. It's
Yeah,
crazy out
Lucky
here.
3 would love this one. He
Yeah.
missing out.
Yeah, the villain, the ones who taken from their peoples and
Yeah,
destroying, vandalizing stuff, especially when people are trying to make a way, and to better their communities and such. And then you have somebody that's on
right.
the other side, opposite side, basically making it 3 times harder, sabotaging them. You know, I don't know. It gets crazy, but yeah, you got the heroes and you also got the villains, and the villains are definitely, they strong. It's a strong force. They're stronger.
Yeah, they are. It's getting stronger. It's like a wave. It's a wave. A
Hmm.
huger than normal wave.
What you talking about? Like a menace to society or something?
I think it could go into like politics too. Like some people like political views. It's not in their not in their favor. Like rural communities, there might be a city councilor, not city councilor, but mayor, governor, and let's
Yeah,
say you're trying to get money for small businesses, and they're not helping to create that opportunity for people with small businesses, things in that nature. It's just I
I mean,
think that we have the answers.
I'm watching a show now called Ozark. I don't know if y'all seen that yet on Netflix.
no.
Mm-mm.
It's called Ozark.
I barely
And,
watch the shows that I'm watching on Netflix.
man, I'm watching that show. It's talking about corruption and politics and
Oh,
greed
hmm.
and people that just don't want on the earth no
Yeah,
more. So
it's a lot
that
of that going on.
yeah. So and you'd think that it's not happening today. Like, oh, we ended that yesterday. No, that shit going on right now. They just putting it more on hush hush. So kind of like what Chad was talking about politics and all that stuff. See, I thought it was just street levels type of stuff. Nah, this shit was bigger than what I thought it was. It's people that work. Well, that's a whole nother subject. I don't want to touch on that too much, but I didn't know that people that work high above will send people that work down below to do weird stuff. And I was like, damn, that's
So
not no heroic type of stuff, man. That's boy, that's a low blow.
I feel like we have the answers now to solve a lot of issues within communities and stuff like that. And people just don't want change to happen. That's what it comes down to. That's the way I see it. Some people just do not want change to happen. And it's very confusing because
Well, for
as
a prime
progressive as
example,
we are, like,
the thing that we was watching was putting a casino in a certain neighborhood. That was like for an example. Putting imagine um I don't want to say a name of a town, but imagine that town had a casino in it, a dirty neighborhood that had a casino in it, just to make revenue for their neighborhood.
Right.
Remind you, they got to kick the poor out and move the rich in, developers and all that stuff. Remind you, they kicking people that
Right.
have been living in that neighborhood for years and seen trials and tribulations and tried to make it better, you know. And I
Right.
just by me watching that stuff, I'm like, all that has to happen with a process. And I'm saying to myself, damn, what would I do in that situation? Would I want to be the hero of the situation, or do you want to work on the bad side? That's where the money at, you know. But me, I grew up from a different branch, so I grew up. We was like our neighborhood was tightly knit, and for an example, man, I can't imagine if they put a casino in our neighborhood. Man, it'll mess up everything because they bring in drug dealers, prostitutes, um, counterfeits, extortion, money laundering. It just brings up a lot of stuff. Politics, man, and list goes on. DEA, menace to society.
Yeah.
It just brings in a lot of stuff, man.
Crackheads.
Hmm. Because I remember we went to a casino one time. I don't even want to talk about it, boy. That's too much.
Hey,
But to have it
can or
like
you
that,
don't
man.
have to. I mean,
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
the things that I saw that I want. I wasn't even expecting to see this for the first time going to a casino. I'm thinking it's just gonna be a whole bunch of dices and cars and stuff. It was more than I expected, man. I was like, wow, this going on up here? Ah, no wonder why people come up here and do the thing.
Right.
Well, that's a whole nother subject right there.
Yeah.
But how hometown heroes play a role in that, you know what I'm saying? You can sit there and talk about
I
it.
mean,
You
we
got to
got on
stop
the
this
villain
stuff from
side.
happening. Yeah.
Yes. I mean,
That's
that's
where the
what we were
hero
talking
come
is the
in.
villain. Yeah.
And that's where you need a hero.
And
You
that's
need
and
somebody.
and it's very few of them though. Very few. It's not like you get a swarm of them. You get a very few. I'm telling you that. You get a lot of villains, but you get a very few heroes. But the ones that are there are pretty strong though. They can take that on. But
Right.
you got to be willing to make more. You know, create more. That's why it
Well,
really the
the thing is that see, I can speak on this. It's a fact. Where I grew up at, it'll make you turn into a villain. Cause I grew up in a corrupted town where our judge, his son was the biggest drug dealer in the town, and every time he get caught with charges, every time he caught charges, he'll get the lowest amount of time because his father was a judge of the town. You know, and ain't no telling what he did behind the scene, the shit that he didn't get caught with. I don't wish jail upon nobody, but the dude thought he thought he was untouchable in our town, and people didn't want to touch him because they knew who his father was, and he'll turn around and had us all good look, and then when the lights go out, when the sun go down, he the biggest dun dada around here, and then when the lights come back on, he back hiding at his dad's house. Like, come on now. In the morning time, he was a hero, and at nighttime, he was a villain.
Wow. Sound like Spawn.
Huh?
So that sound like Spawn.
what is that?
Yeah, Spawn, the
I'm
character.
telling you,
Yeah,
man.
the evil.
Boy, I
Yeah.
could tell
Yeah.
y'all some stories, boy. But the
Hey,
point, what the point I was
that's
trying to make was, I'm sorry. The point I was trying to make was like that, man. Like shit. You got heroes and you got villains, baby. I forgot about the villains out here,
yes,
boy.
that's exactly what we're talking about.
I totally forgot about them. See, I got big headed over the heroes, which I should be, but I forgot about the dudes that's trying to kick their butts. Like damn,
Yep.
I totally forgot about
Yeah,
them.
And they out taking
yeah,
pallets. They
that's a
stealing
good.
pallets from buildings.
Yeah, buddy. Well, I got some shit, boy. But at the end of the day, man, it make you want to do something good, do something better with yourself, and try
Right,
to make your way out, man. Cause
and
I
also
can
for the
see that
youth,
right there, man.
for
Yeah,
the
man.
youth.
Cause the babies, the kids are looking at this stuff like, man, he got it going on, this and that, but they don't know it's a dark side to it. But
Who do they look up to? Who can they look up
yeah,
to?
I mean, I was
You
a
have to
kid at
ask
once.
that.
Yeah, I keep thinking to myself, man, like I just woke up 25 years old. Like, nah, I was a little baby at once, looking at stuff, looking up to stuff, and finally getting my feet wet and stuff. And it's boy, they were it was crazy.
Yeah, like
I started. That's what my thing was seeing a bigger picture out of it. Like, what am I really looking at? What's really going on? And I kind of exclude myself from everything and kind of get my own understanding on everything.
yeah, people need heroes like a Superman, Batman, Meteor Man, Blank Man,
Right.
Blank Man, all them.
Yes, those movies are. Yeah, those movies are. I guess meaningful. They mean things. Spider Man.
Meteor Man.
Yeah, we grew up. I think man, it was a point of time where, correct me if I'm wrong. It was a point of time where I guess the fortunate had upgraded to because it was back in the days we used to have VHS like videos and stuff, and then they started growing to DVDs, and you had to have a little extra little money to get you a little DVD, and then they finally got us some DVDs, man, and they got us. We already had the stuff on VHS with the DVD, boy. They got you the behind the scenes. Like,
What you
oh yeah,
talking about?
but yeah, a couple stuff,
Fun.
man. We can touch on, man. That's it man. Touchy
Yeah,
subject.
we can. That's a good touchy subject for our first episode.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
that was good.
I
Somebody,
appreciate everybody's input, perspective, and your
yeah,
thoughts, and you know, putting forth into putting this out and share your thoughts and you know, what do you think it means? Because it's a good question, but
yeah, because somebody got to stop these people from stealing pallets.
Huh?
I can't even get it out. They say somebody got to stop these people from stealing pallets from behind buildings. Like that's
Yeah.
illegal.
That's it. It's illegal. I love the hustle, man. I love that hustle, dude. And then we had to pay for pallets. If you want to go there, we paid for pallets, dude, just to make an extra buck. Now, what you want to do? We know we're gonna make $5 off a pallet, and we pay $2 for it, and we get a $3 push. Like, come on, that's a
Right.
hustle to me, baby. I pay you $2, but I make $5 off this pallet.
I'm just saying, some of these people that steal them,
Yeah, and some people was
they
giving them away. They didn't want them doggone
boy,
pallets.
some people they get up real early. Okay, I'm done. I just had to get that out.
Yeah, let it out. Let it be known. Yeah, I love it. I love it, dude. I love it. I love that early morning, boy. You get to wake up, nigga. Man, y'all need that?
Like
They're like,
they're
nah.
literally injuring themselves to get these pallets. I almost seen a man die. There's like so many
No
Damn.
nails. There's
way.
like so many nails sticking
No
out these pallets.
way.
Like
Whatever that would be somebody who knows the palate whisperer. He knows if it's a good
Look.
palate or a bad palate. Damn.
that's it, guys. I guess we're gonna end it on that note, huh? If you're gonna pick up
No.
pallets from behind the building,
No.
wear gloves. Like you gotta wear gloves. I'm just saying.
Yeah, wear gloves, baby. They got them new gloves. You can shop with Hometown Heroes. We might have some gloves for you for pallets.
Yeah,
It's called
we might get you some gloves.
it's called PPE. You get
What that
goggles,
mean?
personal
Oh,
protective
Gl-
okay.
equipment.
Glove march on the way. Will be.
Yeah.
Yes,
Made just for pallets.
if you got a sponsor out there, like we need the gloves. Like if you're gonna go hustle these pallets, like please protect yourself.
And the gloves come with Chad directions. Directions on how to use a pallet and how to demonstrate on
The pallet,
and it comes with a video and a DVD video on how to instructions how to dismember a pallet.
the pallet comic book is on the way. Speaking of heroes,
Yeah, man. We just thinking about it, man. We cooking it up, baby. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's it, everyone, and we're gonna wrap it up. And we would like to thank each and every one for listening, and stay
Appreciate you.
tuned for
Appreciate
our
you.
next
Appreciate you.
episode. And also, if you would like a chance for us to play a song for you, from your a song from you. If you would like us to play a song from you, make
Yeah.
sure to hit us up in our email that will be in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss any new episodes.
Don't stare, share.
All right, until next time,
Hometown, baby.
Hometown Heroes.
hometown heroes. Hey, that was a good one. That was a good drop, everybody. Shout out to our other co-host. He couldn't be here.
He couldn't
Uh,
be
Yeah.
here. He tried so hard,
yeah, he
but
tried, but
he
he had
will
to.
be here next episode, and y'all will love him.
Yeah,
It's
three
his
times at the Aaron's
Yeah,
Get a,
three times lucky. You
get the
will get to
booster
know
in.
him.
That's a fact. That's a fuck. That's a fact. Yeah. 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 Yeah.